Nashville is the next track on the Indy Oval Fixed Tour. This track looks wide and high banked, but it's really only got 1 or 2 usable lanes. Be careful not to wash up on 4 and on 2. And I'll show you how I get around this long paperclip shaped oval just outside the Music City. In qualifying, I found using a 4 front bar and a 6 rear bar is preferable. The stock 5.3 just doesn't seem to rotate enough off of the edges of the corner. This will be a second lap is your fast lap run. So like standard, just kind of go out and run around for 2 laps, don't do anything special. And you'll commit to the high side when you come to your fast lap, which will be the white flag lap. You can kind of get a feel for how the car likes to bite and set into the corner. If you lift on entry or kind of rotate the car through the middle by lifting and pumping the throttle, that's a good way to build speed or recover a bad line. Watch here how I enter high and run high, and then compare it to how I run next lap. Cut the apron on the front stretch on your fast lap, enter high, come as low as you can possibly go, and bring it back out to the wall. The car's really going to push out to the wall off of the exit of 4, so again, enter high in 3, get as low as you can towards that yellow line. The car's going to walk all the way back out to the wall. Cut the apron coming to the line, and set your fast time. This was a 22.745, but I think a 22.6 or a high 22.5 will probably be pole winning speeds in fast splits this week. Qualifying will be very important because passing is very hard. When the car in front of you has clean air, all they have to do is aero block you to make your life miserable. But if the car in front of you has a car in front of them, the playing field is a little more level. Here I had a little better tires than the car in front, and I decided just to offset and let the car rotate on exit. You can build really good runs down the straightaways here because they're so long and so fast. Just offset whenever you go in the corner, and if you're the leader, try to hedge on protecting the bottom. The bottom is much faster than the top in clean air, and if somebody can just snooker you and take that from you, there's not a lot you could do to defend it. That's what I'm talking about when there's multiple cars in a line. You'll see the car in front of me now is going to struggle with dirty air rather than being at a tire disadvantage. So again, I offset my nose, they run a little closer in the wake, they're going to push up on entry because of that aero wash, and I will pass them on the backstretch. Now that I'm behind the leader, I'm going to kind of stay in this pocket of air. Anywhere from 0.6 to 0.9 seconds behind the car in front of you is where that dirty air really makes it impossible to gain time. You'll want to take the bottom because the top is just slower, even with clean air. And this is what a pack of cars is going to race like. You've got to do your best to capitalize when other people make mistakes or choose a poor line. Back the corner up. Look, I'm not even on the throttle all the way through the corner. I see that the car in front of me pushes out on exit. I lift a little more just to squeeze up and get on the bottom on the exit of the corner. They're too wide in front of you. Don't be afraid of using 4th gear. You're going to need it to get back up to speed because you've got to slow down to make the corner. Be careful about cutting the apron on the front stretch. It will de-wedge the car, and if you don't do it right, you will spin out. It's kind of the golden rule of the Indycar. Go where the cars in front of you don't, and it will reward you with both lap time and tire wear. So you see there, the car in front just ate that dirty wash. It's so slow on corner exit. I'm going to have a huge run down the front stretch here. He protects the bottom. I'm going to rip the fence, lift on entry. Don't go too high to avoid the marbles. And I'm clear on exit. So if you can survive a green flag run, you might need to pit under green flag conditions. To do so, you're going to have to back up the car. If you wait until where the grass ends in 3 and 4, that is too late. You'll see here, that's where I tried to make my marker the first time, braking where the grass ends, and I just do not get slowed down enough in time to make the pit road entry at all. This would be a black flag. It'd actually be better if you just continued on through the grass and then tried again the next lap. Here's a successful pit entry attempt. So here I'm a little slower on entry, start braking a little before the grass ends, get down off the banking, and down to the 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. Those are my tips and tricks this week for Nashville. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. by using the YouTube comments. And if you watched all the way to the end, comment, "Thanks, P1, for a chance to win a prize." That prize will be a shout out in my next video.
3, 2, 1. Right here. We can't fix the damage. Go, go, go!